Hey sis, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra, and on this channel I create content to help us become our best selves. The goal is to become 1% better every day. Today we're going to be talking about how to stop begging someone for love. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're begging someone to love you, doing the most to get their attention or to choose you, girl, I'm here today to tell you to stop. It's never worth it. You are worth way more than that. So we're gonna get started by doing a visualization exercise. For a second, I want you to close your eyes. No, really, actually close your eyes and imagine your ideal relationship. As you're imagining your ideal relationship, I want you to answer the following questions to yourself. How does this person treat you? How do they hold space for you? How do you feel about them, about the relationship? What is their level of interest and effort towards you in the relationship? Do you both share mutual love for one another? Do you feel like you can be yourself in this relationship? Now, as you imagine all of that, I want you to open your eyes and ask yourself the question, does my current relationship reflect what I truly desire in my ideal relationship? Or is the relationship I'm in one-sided with you begging, chasing them for love, for attention, and for them to choose you? Let's explore why we may beg someone to love us. I believe there are multiple reasons why we may beg someone to love us, but at the core, I think it comes down to us feeling that we're not lovable and that we're not deserving of love. That who we are, despite our flaws and all, isn't deserving of love. And this limiting belief may have formed in our childhood with our early caretakers like our mom and dad, who were supposed to give us unconditional love, but we never truly felt loved by them. Not that they didn't love us, but the way that we needed to be loved, we didn't truly feel love in the way that we desired. And maybe in your past, whenever you felt love is when you had to give someone something or do something for someone, and maybe you had an experience where love was withdrawn from you every time you did not do what someone asked of you. So you subconsciously learned that love is something that you had to earn and that you had to give so much of yourself in order to be loved. So as an adult, your wounded child is searching for that love and would give and do anything to be loved. To truly stop begging for love, you would have to go inward and heal that limiting belief that tells you that, oh, you're not lovable and that you're not deserving of love. Because if you don't heal that limiting belief, you will continue to beg and chase someone for love, whether it's in this relationship or the next. Because wherever you go, you take yourself with you. So if you don't heal that limiting belief, it will continue to show up and deprive you of the love that you truly deserve. When you beg for love, you give someone permission to treat you however they please. Think of a beggar. They usually beg for something that they do not have. And in most cases, it's something that they lack. It could be money, it could be food, it varies. So when we put ourselves in a position to beg for love, we're operating from a place of lack. We're telling the other person, I don't have love within me, and I desperately need your love. So treat me however way you want to treat me, but please, I'm starved and I'm thirsty for your love. Give me your love. And that person then starts to see us as someone beneath them and will start to treat us in the way that they perceive us. So, for example, they may start to treat you in ways where they mistreat you, they gaslight you and give you breadcrumbs, the bare minimum, and literally not even put in any effort into the relationship, in how they treat you, and just the value and commitment of the relationship. So the relationship become a really low quality relationship, and you may experience abuse in this relationship, mental abuse, physical abuse. It doesn't really matter at this point, but because this person sees you as you desperately in need of their love, they're like, well, I could do whatever to this person and they will still receive me because they're still here. They're still showing me that they desperately need my love. So when we operate from this place of lack, we're telling this person, you can treat me however you want, just love me. You can become that person punching back, and trust me, they will continue to punch you, punch you, punch you until you say, I cannot take any more. And I don't care how nice or kind you think someone is, we're all humans, and as humans, we'll test one another limits. So people will test you to see how much they can get away with you, how much they can disrespect you, how much they can treat you bad before you're like, enough is enough. And I've seen nice people do it. I've seen kind people do it. And if you're being honest with yourself, you've also tested the limits with people to see how far you can get. And if you have kids, your kids have shown you that they will test you. They will lie to you and see if they can get away with it. So it's in our nature just to test people. And if you're someone who is desperate for love, you're putting yourself in a position to be treated any way the other person wants to treat you. And especially if you don't have the willpower and the self-respect and dignity to walk away, child, you're signing up for all the abuse you can sign up for. So if you keep showing someone that you will beg them for love and chase them for love, they will start to lose respect for you, and they will no longer see your value. Not that you're not valuable, but you've positioned yourself to operate from a place of lower value. Because think about it, like for a second, close your eyes and imagine your best self. Does the best version of yourself beg someone for love? Or is that more of your desperate self, your insecure self, your anxious self? And once you start operating from that place, people will start to perceive you as lower value and will start to treat you as such. So sis, I'm asking you, if you're in this situation, have the courage to choose yourself, to stand up for yourself, and to gain back your self-respect and your self-dignity, and stop begging. Because you were not put on this earth to receive bare minimum efforts and bare minimum love. You can treat yourself better than that. Like Miley Cyrus said, you can give yourself the flowers, you can hold your own hands, you can have all the conversations with yourself. And when you start to do all of that with yourself, you'll realize that you can give yourself way more than this person is giving you. And the love that you're searching for is already within you and around you. When you look at your friends treat you 10 times better. Your loved ones treat you 10 times better. Do not settle for someone who is not even choosing you and who you have to beg to get love. And allow yourself to gain your power back. I know that a part of you is scared. It's scared because begging and chasing is something that you've always known. And it's the way that you've known to receive love and to give love. But that way has not worked out for you thus far. So you have to start doing different and being different. Desperation will only invite people who want their ego boosted and who wants to treat you poorly. So honestly, stop and wait for the right person who's gonna love you genuinely and be there for you. And allow yourself time to go inward and heal that part of you that feels unlovable and that you're not deserving of love. You can do this through journaling, through therapy, talking to close friends, and exploring your childhood, those moments where you felt unloved, those moments where you didn't feel like you were deserving for love, and ask yourself what was going on there, and peel back the onion little by little, because you have to see your own value first and start to treat yourself with self-respect first before anyone else can treat you better. Set the standards of how you're going to treat yourself and how others is going to treat you and respect you. For example, a Chanel bag is a valuable bag. You don't see a Chanel bag in Walmart or in Target, and you don't see a Chanel bag acting in ways of lesser value just because that's what someone else can afford. A Chanel bag costs what it costs, and if you can afford it, you step up and you pay for it. And if you can't, a Chanel bag is not going to become a $10 bag. So you can be a 10 on paper but acting like a 2 by begging someone. right? So you have to position yourself back to work on your standards, your boundaries, and those things inward, those beliefs and limiting beliefs that keeps you acting like you're two. So allow yourself to level up, heal, and become your best self. Also have the courage to walk away and to behave in a way that shows your worth. Like I mentioned, you have to show people how to treat you. So if you're acting in a way that is low value and that someone can treat you anyway and you don't put a stop and a boundary to it, then you're telling that person, yeah, I give you permission to treat me this way because you allow it. That's where you need to do the work. Take responsibility for what you have allowed, bare minimum, mistreatment, all of that, and go inward and say, you know what? I did allow that. I did teach that person that it was okay for them to treat me this way. But I don't have to continue to allow that any longer. I can choose differently and I can be differently going forward. So do that for yourself. So now it's not really about him or the relationship. It's about you rediscovering yourself, to know your worth, and to know that you are lovable and deserving of love. And I hope this video encouraged you and remind you of your worth today, and remind you that you have value, always had value, and you don't have to stay in places that doesn't respect or value you. If this video added any value to your life, to your situation, please kindly like this video, subscribe, comment. Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments as well. And just support this channel, okay? Help me get this video to help out as many women as it can help, so that us women can know our worth, so we can know that we don't have to beg for love, chase for love. And sometimes when you're in those situations, it's easier said than done. I love you all. Let's us continue to know our worth and do our very best to become our best self. Ciao.